Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from carwow. So I've got an amazing drag race for you today because I've got every single generation of Honda Civic Type R and we're going to drag race them up this runway, find out how they've improved in performance over the years. It's going to be fun. I've got some guest drivers as well if I can find my radio. I need a radio.
A few moments later.
I now have radio.
Hey Yanni, how are you?
I hope they use that bit where you beep the horn. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. So, manual cars. It's going to be interesting. You're in a newer car than me. I'm in the middle. Everyone says Matt chooses the quickest car. I haven't today, have I?
It is a bit weird seeing Sam on the left. It's like you with no hair, with a bigger smile.
That's because he has the most powerful car, but we'll find out all the stats in a moment. Are you confident?
It's manual, always confident.
You reckon you can beat racing driver Sam off the line in a manual car?
I'm racing you, mate. It's always you and me. The rest of the cars are irrelevant.
Yeah, you might be able to beat me, but we'll find out. The other driver we've got is Daniel from our German YouTube channel. Wie geht's, Daniel?
Oh, sehr gut, thank you.
That is like the only German I know. Anyway, you're at a slight disadvantage because you are in what is potentially the slowest car here.
Yeah, that is correct, but I think I'm in the car with the nicest door handles. Look at them, they are beautiful.
You're right, actually, they're amazing. I mean, that car was insane when they launched it. I remember when they unveiled it, it looks like a spacecraft. But now, I think it looks the worst. It has not aged that well.
Actually, you're right, it hasn't aged very well, no. I think yours actually is the prettiest of all of them.
I agree. I remember when this came out, I actually had one. I was a bit like, I'm not so sure about it. But looking through the entire range, I think it looks fabulous. The one to my left, the previous generation to now, the FK8, that's just got too much going on. The bread van looks like a bread van, but it's still kind of cool. And the one on the far end, the newest car, I think that's a really nicely designed car, but it doesn't quite have the wow factor of this FK2.
Which one is the bread van?
The EP3, the oldest one, all the way over there. You can't see it. Looks like a bread van, whatever a bread van looks like. I've never seen a bread van.
Do you know what's weird is when I look at that one, that reminds me of a bread van as well.
But when have we ever seen, what is a bread van? I don't know what a bread van is. Milk floats, I understand lorries, but a bread van. There was never a van just delivering breads, not when I was younger. How about you?
Yeah, but you just know what it looks like. And when I said it, Sam gave me a thumbs up, so Sam agrees with what I'm saying. Cheers, Sam.
Now that's because everyone knows that car is called the bread van, but no one really knows what a bread van looks like. So, do you know what? We're just going to quickly Google bread van, go to images and see what that throws up.
And there you go, mirror image. I like my one. I think I've got the best looking car here and the best looking driver.
Wrong on both counts, but anyway, I'm going to run through the stats, okay? I'm not going to let you
Do those because they'll be wrong as well.
I'm going to start off with the EP3, introduced in 2001. It's got a 2-litre natural aspirated engine with VTEC, baby! It puts out 200 horsepower, 196 newton meters of torque. It drives the front wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox. The car is quite light because it's quite old. So it weighs in at 1,210 kilograms. Back in the day, that car cost £16,000. Next we come to the FN2, introduced in 2007. It also has a 2-litre natural aspirated engine with VTEC, drives the front wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox, puts out 201 horsepower, one more horsepower, however a bit less torque, 193 newton meters. That car weighs in at 1,260 kilograms, and back in the day it cost £18,000. Now we come to the FK2. I actually used to have one of these cars. It's got a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine which puts out 310 horsepower and 400 newton meters of torque. Yes, again, it drives the front wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox. This car is quite a bit heavier than that old FN2. It weighs in at 1,380 kilos. Also, it was introduced in 2015 and it was a lot more expensive than the FN2. Started at £30,000. And that brings me on to the FK8, introduced in 2017. It also had a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine, but power was increased to 320 horsepower, though torque remained the same at 400 newton meters. Weight went up slightly to 1,400 kilograms, and so did the price, to £35,000. And that brings us on to the price of the very latest Honda Civic Type R, the FL5. It's just been released this year, 2023. It costs £47,000. That's an increase of £12,000. That is crazy. It's still got a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine. It puts out 10 more horsepower than the FK8. 330 horsepower, 420 newton meters of torque. Once again, drives the front wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox. Bit heavier than the FK8 as well. It weighs in at 1,430 kilos. Anyway, let's get on with this. Buy, sell,
carwow.
Now before we race, we're going to do the customary car sound check. We're actually going to do it in order, starting with the EP3. EP3, can you rev up your engine, please?
Is a 5,500 soft limiter.
Even back in 2001.
Daniel, can you rev up your SNT?
I also have a soft limiter.
I think I'm going to have one as well. I'm going to rev up mine. Mine comes in at just below 4. Go on, Yanni, rev up the FK8.
$3,500 rubbish.
And finally, Sam.
3,500. The same.
Oh, okay, all right. They didn't sound great, did they? The old ones sounded way better than these turbocharged ones. Anyway, if you'd like to compare the stats of all these cars side by side, you can pause your video now. If not, let's get on with it. But before we do, if you haven't done so already and you love these kind of drag races, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on, because we've got loads more like this on the way. Now let's race.
3, 2, 1.
Good start. Bit of wheel spin.
Come on.
I'm away. Whoa, come on, FK2! Come on! Come on!
How's he ahead of us?
We got this!
Come on!
Okay, guys. Let's go to Yanni. I won that.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I wasn't even looking at you. I was paying attention to Sam, thinking if Sam's next to me, we're winning. And then I glanced over, I'm like, hold on a minute, where is Matt? Why is he so far ahead?
I absolutely nailed it. Come on, Sam. What do you think of my driving?
Must have been unreal, because I nailed that. Yanni, there was nothing in this. That was a really good start. So I don't know what you did, but unbelievable.
Easy, not easy.
Can we all just take a moment to just respect my ability to drive a manual car? Commenters who say that I can't drive a manual, I think we've just proved that I got very, very lucky that time. I probably can't drive one, it's a one-off. Okay, Daniel, in your FN2, how was that for you? Did you manage to beat the old bread van?
No, I had no chance at all. My start was actually okay, but then the traction control cut the power pretty violently, and then I had no chance to catch up.
Oh, and Jack, how was it in the EP3?
Yeah, I beat Daniel.
Did you feel VTEC at all?
Yeah, I felt VTEC. It was nice.
Daniel, did you experience VTEC?
Not really noticeable, to be honest. I was very busy changing gears and couldn't pay attention to the great VTEC.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the FK2 won, completing the standing quarter mile in 13.8 seconds. The FL5 finished a nose ahead of the FK8, but both did 14 seconds over the standing quarter mile. The EP3 came fourth, taking 15.3 seconds, with the FN2 finishing last. It completed the standing quarter mile in 16.3 seconds.
Right, for this next challenge, we're going to take the initial launch out of the equation, because I think there's something that's not quite fair between the cars. You see, I was able to hold mine on the handbrake to launch it. I'm not sure if the latest two cars have a manual handbrake. Yanni, have you got a normal handbrake in your car?
No.
And obviously there's not one in the new car, is there, Sam?
No, I tried on a practice launch to hold the button, but it just kept it on. So you've got one in yours, haven't you? Yeah, so you can preload it and have really good launches with that.
Don't try and do my wind down. But to make things a bit more fair, let's just do another quarter mile race. But this time what we'll do, we'll just coast along in first gear, real low speed. Then when we come to the starting line for the quarter mile, our starter will just drop his hands, and then we all accelerate and race to the quarter mile to see what happens then, okay? Can't say I'm not a fair player, right?
Let's get him, Sam. Let's get him now.
Oh, I can't see the bloody gauges. We're off now. Come on! Oh, come on, beat Yanni! Oh, that was closer. Once again, a bit of wheel spin. I couldn't actually see my shift lights, which made it a bit hard because I got a blooming camera in the way. But Sam, you won that, right?
Yeah, this is really quick once it gets rolling. It still had wheel spin in first and second actually, but it was a good car.
So Yanni on the line, who do you reckon won, me or you?
I want to say me. I had wheel spin first and second gear as well.
I want to say me.
Okay, over to the cameras.
What do you reckon, Daniel?
Well, I have no idea what happened in the front. I was very busy racing this one.
And what happened with that one?
Well, it looked like I had a chance for a little bit. And then, surprisingly, or impressively actually, the old model won.
Oh dear. We're going to have another rolling race, this time though from 50 miles an hour in third gear. So here we go, let's go to speed, everyone level, and it's a race to the half-mile mark. These natural aspirated cars are going to get dropped after 3, 2, 1, go. Get boost. Come on. Oh, this is all over the place because of the wind. Keep going. The half mile is ages ago. This is the quickest car! No! No! Not gonna lie, I didn't win the race to the half mile, but I did win the overall race. It was quite funny because I was watching the FK8 gain and then it passed it.
And you were busy looking at Sam thinking that's where the race is.
And I was coming past him.
Mate, brutal, honestly brutal. I was thinking, all right, we're going to continue going then. Cool, let's keep going. I come past Sam, I'm like, oh no, don't do it right at the last minute.
Oh, I forgot about those guys. Hi. How far behind us were you, Daniel?
Very far, like disastrously far. I think it's now obvious why this is the least popular Civic.
Did you get beaten by the EP3 again?
Yeah, EP3's had it every time.
That's why they cost more money than those. They're just more desirable. They're all better cars, aren't they?
Yeah, that one's
Now we're going to have a brake test from 100 miles an hour when we reach the line before emergency stop. If you'd rather watch another drag race with a bunch of really, really cool cars across the whole generation, click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description below. If not, stay here for the brake test. The line is here. Stop. Oh my God, I'm now seeing the improvement of the FL5. Look at that, that is a big difference in the braking, isn't it, Yanni?
To be fair, that done well. It works in year, doesn't it really?
Yeah, pretty much. And Daniel, mate!
You haven't lost one! Look! Oh, you're rejoicing over there.
Yes, I'm very happy. This is the only thing it apparently does better than the old car.
It stops. Yay, let's get it. And it only does it by the narrowest margin as well, doesn't it? Now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Let me know in the comments below. Got a pinned comment. Which of these generations of Honda Civic Type R you would like to own the most? Click on those windows there for some more videos, and on that box there to go to CarWow to sell your car. Just upload some photos, give a brief description, then our dealers all over the country will bid on your car. They'll come to your house, set the car away, and put the money straight into your account. It is dead easy. Thanks for watching.